This is NFL Sunday on Sports Radio WEEI.
If you listen to radio in New England, you know the voice. You may not know it belongs to Pete Gustin, and you almost certainly don't know that Pete Gustin is legally blind.
I was actually born with what eventually became named macular degeneration, and we didn't notice until third grade because it's a slowly progressing disease.
As a kid, various activities like baseball became impossible for Gustin, who nonetheless kept a can-do approach to what he could do.
When I got into high school, I'm more the size of a running back, but I couldn't see the ball, and so instead I decided to hit the gym really hard, get really strong, and play lineman. I mean, things like ping pong are out, not a big loss. But generally, if there's something that I wanted to do, I found another way to do it.
Going into radio just seemed to be a natural progression for Gustin.
Went to bed one night and, "Good night, Mom," and I woke up the next morning, "What's for breakfast?" Just went from sounding like a girl to sounding like a man immediately. And everybody joked back then, "You should go into radio."
And after college, he did, continuing to face challenges, but continuing to compensate too.
My life is one long series of preparations and memorization in order to function and make it look like I function like everyone else. When I go out to restaurants, I prefer to go to places where I know what's on the menu, because I can't read a menu.
Unlike a sighted person, Gustin couldn't easily read the copy he was given either.
Divergent, rated PG-13.
Making auditions and work interviews a particular challenge.
I've got to sit down and explain to these people, I can't read the way other people read. I can't see the equipment. And eventually, I'm going to learn the mixing board better than anybody because I can literally do my job with my eyes closed. But it's that getting in front of a new employer and explaining to them, I can't even see you right now, but trust me with the imaging and voice of your station. That's hard. That's hard. And I understand their perspective. Who wants to deal with that?
For Gustin, employers like WEEI Radio have helped him succeed professionally, as has today's technology itself. But it was a self-made video that fundamentally changed something for Pete Gustin.
I'm a voiceover guy, and I'm legally blind.
He created it to dispel doubt about his abilities and for just two people, potential agents, to see. Impressed, they encouraged him to be more open about his story. So last August, Gustin posted his video on YouTube and for the first time went public with his blindness.
When I was 21 years old, I was told by a New York voiceover agent that I'd never be able to make it in this business. What I learned after I released this video was that the point was for me to overcome my problem and then share the story, because there's a lot of people out there, I never thought about them.
And by speaking publicly, Pete Gustin now meets many of those people.
The message that I think people like to hear and what I've been sharing is, no, I don't have a superpower. I don't do anything any better than anyone else, except for the fact maybe that I don't take no for an answer. If you want to do something, don't quit. Don't give up. Don't make excuses. If anybody had an excuse, I had an excuse, but I didn't take it.
Remarkable story in Pete's professional career, going very well. In fact, he's leaving WEEI at the end of this month. He recently signed on with an LA talent agency.
And they do a lot of movie trailer type voiceovers. He also signed with 3 Major League Baseball teams as clients, so he's doing really well.
We shall be hearing much more from him, I am sure.